Have you ever needed to add LEDs to your electronic projects? If you're like me, you've probably done the usual. Plug an LED into a breadboard with a series resistor. Or maybe, if you're a bit more experienced, you've soldered a resistor directly onto the LED legs. That works, but let's be honest, it's messy. Is there a better way to do this? I normally use LEDs to test digital outputs in my projects. I connect them with a resistor in protoboards. However, this leads to resistors that end up kind of curly, and at the end break or remain unusable. So I decided to do something about it, and then is when I came to an idea. What if we could combine the LED and the resistor into a single and compact unit? Something small, reusable, and easy to plug into a breadboard or jumper wire. No extra components, no mess. I already had a bunch of SMD components. They are cheap, reliable, and precise. SMD stands for Surface Mount Device, the opposite to THD, or Through-Hole Device, which require drilling into the printed copper board, or PCB. I use form factor 1206 for resistors, that is 3.0 by 1.5 mm, and 0805 LEDs, which are 2 by 1.25 mm. And by the way, the numbers of the form factor refer to hundredths of an inch. Now you might ask, why go through all of this trouble just for some LEDs? Simple, because it is worth it. This solution has saved me time and headaches. Let me show you how I built it. You need a custom PCB. I designed mine in KiCad, which is an open source software for electronic circuit and PCB design. I wanted units of a similar size to a 5mm LED in a way that can fit in a standard breadboard of 2.54mm pitch. You need SMD LEDs, 0805. I bought some different color packs of 100 LEDs for around $2 plus shipping. Bright, compact, and super affordable. SMD resistors of 1 kΩ. For 5 volts, 330 ohms is technically enough, but I found 1 kΩ lights up the LED just fine and works up to 12 volts. You lose a bit of brightness, but it's perfect for logic level indicators. Now comes the assembly. Remember that LED is a diode, therefore orientation is important. Look at the symbol in the back and align it with the marking in the PCB. Resistors don't need to match any particular orientation. Mount it in the direction you want. For the soldering, I recommend using a hot plate at around 200 degrees Celsius. It helps to keep components centered while soldering. Try using a low temperature soldering paste. Just be careful with the LEDs. They tend to move out of its place. If you have access to a reflow oven, even better. You can also use hot air at 240 degrees. It requires the use of the same soldering paste. Keep the airflow low, otherwise the components will blow away. At the end, you can remove the excess with a brush and isopropyl alcohol. Or go manual, with a soldering iron at 235 degrees. Fix the parts in place while soldering. Don't use too much solder, so you get an elegant joint. By the way, you can also use paste for this kind of soldering. For the pins, I suggest using angled pin headers with 2.54mm or 0.1 inch pitch. Use 250 degrees with normal soldering. You shouldn't need any additional flux space for this step. Clean the joint with isopropyl alcohol and cut off the excess of the pin header from the back. Straight pin headers work too, and let you mount the LEDs horizontally. They just use more space in a protoboard, but they are visible from any angle. Once everything is soldered, break apart the PCBs by hand or with a cutting tool. Here's the best part. These PCB LEDs also work with jumper wires using DuPont connectors, and you never have to worry about separated resistors again. Want a trick? Add a second LED of different color in parallel with reverse polarity. That way, no matter what the wire orientation is, at least one LED will light up. Want another trick? Add a drop of hot glue over the LED. It will make it more visible as an indicator over the breadboard. Honestly, this little solution changed my life as a maker. You will find the link to the PCB design in the description for you to download it for free. Should I start selling this pre-assembled? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.